ultimate break!
We decided to go to Egypt because this has always been a bucket list destination for us. We couldn't imagine not seeing the pyramids at least once in our lifetime, and this is a trip that we both really wanted to experience while we were still young and could fully enjoy it. There is no way we would have done this trip by ourselves, mainly for the convenience part of it. I mean, I can't imagine arranging the transportation, the hotels, everything to all the different places we went and saw. Plus, we had guides with us everywhere. It would have been just so much to plan. We went to 4 different cities over the course of this trip. Half of it was a Nile River Cruise, which made it really easy and relaxing to get from place to place. We saw multiple temples, multiple shops, the pyramids, did a hot air balloon ride, and even saw 2 museums. Going through EF always makes our traveling experience so much better, not just because they take us to all the right places, but because we get to travel with a great group of people. If you're thinking about booking through EF Ultimate Break, you could use my discount code UAERIN100 for $100 off any trip, or book through my link below. We're going to Egypt
For New Year's. It's just gonna be amazing, right? I have a feeling.
What group are we in?
Group 8.
If you didn't already know, Egypt is pretty big on tipping culture, so you want to make sure you have smaller denominations of money on you because you'll be using them frequently. It really depends how much you want to spend, but I think $500 per person was a good enough budget for us because a lot of the meals and other things are included, so you really just need it for shopping and then a few other extra meals.
Yeah, ultimate break.
So as soon as you arrive at Cairo's airport, you're going to want to make sure you get your visa and exchange currency upon arrival. Both processes were super easy. It's such a small thing, but I love how EF provides transportation for you upon arrival. It's just intimidating arriving in a new country, so it's really nice when there's someone there to greet you. Our flight got in pretty late, around 9 or 10 p.m., but the buffet at the hotel was still open, so we grabbed dinner before heading off to bed. I'm not gonna lie, the first hotel we stayed at wasn't our favorite. Don't get me wrong, it was clean and the location was great. The rooms are just a little bit outdated.
They will be having their free time walking around and enjoying the scenery.
We made it to the pyramids!
It's beautiful.
We went at 7 a.m. and while that was a bit of a struggle, it was well worth it because we avoided the crowds and long lines. I watched a few different videos on this topic beforehand, and ultimately we decided not to go because it's an extra fee. It's really hot and narrow down there. It takes up extra time, and our group who went in there kind of concurred with this. So overall, we were happy with our decision to spend more time outside the pyramids, taking pictures and enjoying the view. It's cool just to say that you did it, but in my opinion, there's no other reason to go in there. The outside was amazing though. It was so surreal getting to see the pyramids in person, and we got great pictures. I highly recommend wearing whites or bright colors. Sunglasses and sun protection is definitely necessary for this trip. We went in the winter, so I can't even imagine how bright it gets during the summer. We just got a fresh cup of coffee outside the pyramids. I got pistachio.
I got a red velvet. Really good.
And this is the view we're enjoying it with. Got pretty early this morning and went to the pyramids before the crowds got there, so we got some pretty good pictures. And then we saw the Sphinx, and then after that we went to the panorama where we could see all the 3 pyramids. What's left on the agenda today is that we're going to the new Grand Egyptian Museum. Everyone was so excited that we got to see the Grand Egyptian Museum because it just opened, so it wasn't included on EF's itinerary, but luckily our tour guide made it happen for us. We learned so much about Egypt's history here, and the architecture of the building was absolutely stunning. But of course, the highlight of this was seeing King Tut's exhibit. Then we were off to our welcome dinner. The food was actually really good here, and it was so nice to unwind after a long day. So today, we are waking up at 3 a.m. to go to the airport to head to Aswan, and then I think we're like walking around the markets there, seeing a temple, and then we're heading over to the cruise ship. Overall, we're having a really good time. We wish the schedule wasn't so jam-packed because we're a little tired right now, but it was worth it to get to see everything we wanted to see. I don't know how else we would have done it in the amount of time that this trip is booked within like 8 days. They booked us on such an early flight that day because that was the only one available, so I don't know if this will be the case for everyone, but we were definitely pretty tired. I perked up once we got there because our tour guide was super nice and ordered fresh falafel and coffee for us on arrival. We went to an aromatherapy shop and got to learn about all the different oils and their healing properties, which was really cool. I think about 60% of our group got something here. My personal favorite was watching the glassblower at work here. He was creating the most beautiful pieces, and he even let us create our own. So this was me decorating my own Christmas ornament. Right now we're riding on a boat to the Temple of Philae. Olivia, what was your favorite part of the trip so far?
I think my favorite part was going to the Grand Egyptian Museum and seeing the view of the pyramids outside of the museum.
I found this experience to be pretty unique because it was the only temple that we went to that was on an island. The backstory behind this temple and how it was built was also really interesting. It was dedicated to the god of love, Isis. And believe it or not, this temple was actually fully reconstructed because it was destroyed in a flood. And then we went to lunch at the cutest place along the river. I'm mad I forgot to take a video of the food because it was one of the best meals of the whole trip. Then we arrived at the second hotel in Aswan. We liked this one a lot better. The views were beautiful and overall it was a lot more modernized. At this point we were super tired, so we hung back at the hotel and took a nap, but a bunch of our group went to the Nubian village. So it's our third full day. Today we're here in Aswan and we're checking out the markets. It's mainly a shopping day, and then we're heading to the cruise ship for lunch. We're gonna spend the afternoon there relaxing, and tonight is New Year's Eve, so we're gonna celebrate and party. Our tour guide has been super helpful because she's been telling us like where to spend our money and where to probably save it. So that's been really helpful for the shopping experience here.
Your workmanship is really good. I'm excited to see in the market.
Sagar is gonna shop till he drops. For me. Aswan is famous for their spices. They only have certain ones that you could get specifically here, so everyone was super into this.
Now we get the whole experience.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like walking around one of the local markets. I will say the hassling wasn't nearly as bad in Egypt as I thought it would be based on what I saw on social media. There was of course some of it, but it really wasn't overwhelming. At least that was my experience. I don't know if it was because we were in a big group or we had security with us, but overall we had a pretty good experience. We just didn't buy much.
Okay guys, how long would you like to spend over there?
They took us to a lot of government-sanctioned shops, and this is where they told us to buy quality goods from. This shop was nice. They gave a demonstration and talked about the quality of the fabric, and then they gave us a lot of free time to do shopping on our own.
Wow. All these t-shirts here change color in sunlight.
Next, we headed back to our cruise ship, and I will say I've done the Cruise Croatia tour with EF, so I was expecting something small like that, but these boats were huge. There really is just no better way to experience the Nile River than taking a cruise, which is why it was one of the highlights of the trip. Our room on the cruise ship, so far we're pretty impressed. They said our boat got upgraded to the nicer one.
Welcome.
Sagar's been blending in here pretty well. Everyone either thinks he's Egyptian or loves that he's Indian.
What can I say? The Indian genes works everywhere, but Egyptians are loving it. I'm really thankful for that.
Meals and a soft drink were included on the cruise. Overall, it was pretty good, but I would say it wasn't like the best food we had on the whole trip. But they did have a ton of options, so like if you're on a special diet or vegetarian, they did have so much to choose from. Just a reminder, when you're traveling, be cautious with what you eat. You're not supposed to drink the tap water in Egypt, ice, raw fruits, vegetables. Mostly everyone on our trip did have an upset stomach at some point, so just make sure you have your medication with you just in case. Then at sunset, we did a boat cruise. This was so relaxing, and we also got great pictures here. This is Dahlia, our tour director.
Everybody.
She's made our experience amazing so far. She's done everything she possibly can to make sure that our group is having the best time.
Come to Egypt, guys.
Later that night, we celebrated New Year's on the Nile with our group, and honestly, it's not about where you go, it's who you go with. We just had the best time. EF is always great if you're looking to book for a special occasion, like a birthday or a holiday. You just always have the best time.
4, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year's! Today's our first full day on the cruise.
We have already been to Komombo, and now we are sailing back again to Temple of Idifu. And then there's a whole cocktail party and other stuff today happening, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be a pretty relaxing and chill day.
Jump in as
One thing that was also pretty unique is that our tour guide for this trip was also our tour guide for all the history aspects of it because she had a PhD in Egyptology. As someone who's not a history buff, she actually made it really interesting and easy to follow because she got us involved in the stories. The next morning, we woke up pretty early for the hot air balloon ride, and we had to wait for the government to tell us if it was safe to fly or not.
you didn't ask for it.
You just put it on me.
Yeah, but you got it now.
Yeah. She really likes birds.
So we woke up at 4 a.m. today, and we're getting ready to go on the hot air balloon ride right now.
Super excited.
350, by the way.
This is the Valley of the Kings right behind us.
It's really cool, actually. The weather is cold, but the views are beautiful, and we are so excited. It's started. Let's go.
This was such a cool experience. I had never done anything like this in my life. It was a hard day to dress for because it was pretty chilly in the morning, but once you got in the hot air balloon, because of the fire, it was actually pretty hot. If you go in the winter like we did, definitely bring layers, but if you go in the summer, you should be good. Linens, cottons, and comfortable shoes are a must here. This was definitely a highlight of the trip. This is just an excursion I would have never thought to plan myself, but I'm so happy that we did it because it was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. This is a picture of some of our other group members enjoying the views from the top. Right after the hot air balloon ride, you head to the Valley of Kings because they're right near each other.
It's very cold in the winters. It's very cold.
The Valley of Kings, I didn't expect to like as much as I did because I heard we were seeing people's tombs, so I was like, oh, how great could that be? But they were actually pretty spectacular inside. This is one of the few places that we actually saw color and extreme detail in the work. They gave us a lot of free time here, and we also got to choose which tombs we wanted to see. I think there were over 50 of them, so we had to narrow it down and choose the best ones. Seti the First was our favorite. It was one of the biggest, and the artwork was super intricate.
The Seti the First tomb, and it's very remarkable.
It's so well preserved despite it being thousands of years old. That's one of the reasons that they built it in this location, because it was hot, not humid, and well hidden. Since grave robbers were stealing treasures from the pyramids, they wanted to move the burials to a place that was more secret. So you'll even notice this location has a natural peak to it, almost resembling a pyramid, and the ancient Egyptians believed that this would help them come back from the afterlife and be able to find their body. So right now we're walking around one of the markets. Sagar is a master negotiator.
No, I'm not.
Give us a few tips on how to bargain.
Just enjoy yourself, and if you like something, don't pick the first thing. And ask them what the price is. And the key is, once you get the price, I would try to go 40% of that and start from there.
Yeah, make sure you don't name any prices first. Let them name it and then start negotiating.
40%, and then if go for the second option again. And when you pick it up, just they give you a deal that doesn't, just walk out. They will call you back.
Thank you. You have to repeat like my brother. You have to say wow, more discount for you. Okay? Oh my goodness! Thank you.
currently at the Temple of Luxor at night. It's beautiful.
Definitely see at night, guys. This is really pretty at night, and I honestly think morning wouldn't do justice to this place.
Today we are visiting Karnak Temple. We have a lot of free time here, so I'm really excited to explore.
Wow.
What's your impression of Karnak Temple compared to the other temples?
It's beautiful, it's huge, and your wishes do come true if you know what I know.
So apparently if you walk around this beetle statue 3 times, it's supposed to bring you good luck. And if you walk around it 7 times, it's supposed to bring you love or marriage. How are the smoothies, guys?
It's really good. Here, you try.
Yeah, how's the smoothie, Hunter?
That's liquid.
We are leaving Luxor right now and heading back to Cairo. They had so many security checkpoints throughout this trip, from hotels, airports, to all the temples we went. This was the last hotel we stayed at. It was right by the airport. The rooms were nice, but I especially loved the bathrooms. This was my favorite shower of the whole trip. This was our last day of the trip. We started out at Muhammad Ali Mosque, which was a showstopper. I had never been to a mosque before, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. The whole thing was made out of alabaster stone. It was incredible.
So canned coffee is
Absolutely.
better than the normal coffee in Egypt.
100%.
Yes.
What do you guys think of the trip so far?
So great, except very tired. But has been incredible.
I absolutely agree.
What was your favorite part?
Ooh, day one.
Yeah.
Day one, we did everything.
Pyramids, Sphinx, we did it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was really like hot spot, you know.
We started off with a bang.
I like the river cruise too. It was
Oh
really
yeah,
fun.
that's your cruise
And
in
the
the
Valley
Nile.
of the Kings and the balloon ride. I think.
And
Yeah.
the
Oh, you know
hot
what?
air
Everything, every day.
Everything.
Yeah.
every day.
I will say, it's such a surreal feeling to actually see these places in person that you learn about your whole life. You feel more connected to the history, and it's like you could actually picture what happened there. This lunch that we went to on the last day was also one of my favorites. They served us very authentic Egyptian food. Falafel, grape leaves, kebabs, baba ganoush, you name it, they had it. And then we went to the original Egyptian museum. It's interesting because they actually built the Grand Egyptian Museum because they didn't think this one was good enough to house its treasures.
In which is the god Anubis, lives.
Because of that, I had low expectations, but I actually felt like it was a little bit underrated. It was cool because it wasn't as crowded, and they did have some unique artifacts. Plus, it was one of the few places we went that we actually got to see a mummy. I love traveling Egypt, but I think the main reason why is because we went through EF. It's not a country where you could just walk into any shop or restaurant. You really have to know where you're going here, and the recommendations they provided us with were honestly priceless. There is a little bit of a language barrier and a culture shock, so I wouldn't recommend going here alone unless you're an experienced traveler. Do your research. EF has over 200 different trip options and about 10 for Egypt, so you can see which one best fits your style. If you want to get pictures by the pyramids, but you're not too interested in the history, the Cairo and Dubai one might be a better option. They even have a trip that goes to Rome, Athens, and Egypt. It's always just better to book it in advance when you see a good deal, because if you change your mind, you can always change the trip. I've done it multiple times. It's super easy. Just remember to book through my link below and use my discount code UAERIN100 for $100 off your trip at checkout.
Thinking that not sure I can do this now. But then I found you having ice cream, it went okay, right?
Egypt is one for the books. This trip will go down in history, no pun intended. But in all seriousness, I'm so glad I came and got out of my comfort zone to experience this.